Top 5 bizarre deep-sea creatures recently discovered. Number 5. Imagine a translucent jelly with a long ribbon of teeth drifting in ocean midnight. Deep submersible dives and remote vehicles recently filmed a gelatinous animal with a transparent bell and a long trailing oral ribbon lined with tiny tooth-like structures. The creature glows faintly when touched and drifts with the slow currents, snaring tiny crustaceans. Because the deep sea is dark and food is scarce, many animals evolve slow motion, stretch out feeding gear and bioluminescent lures. Cameras caught the jelly pulsing slowly, then a tiny shrimp drifting onto the ribbon and stopping, as if mesmerized. Scientists named its mouthparts in new ways and now analyzed its DNA to place it on the Tree of Life. For kids, the creature looks like a character from a fairy tale under the sea. For scientists, it is a reminder that the abyss holds forms of life so different we form new words to describe them. Number 4. Picture a chunky worm with bright paddle-like appendages that looks like a living garden rake. Explorations in deep mud plains turned up a segmented worm with broad lateral plates and feathery paddles used to stir sediment and filter tiny microbes. The worm's body houses symbiotic bacteria that help digest these microbes, making it a walking microbiome reactor. The gearing between body shape and food strategy is fascinating. The paddles increase surface area to harvest suspended particles and also help the worm rebury itself quickly when disturbed. High-resolution footage showed the worm feeding in slow motion, its paddles scattering mud like a broom. This discovery helps biologists chart how life adapts to low food environments and recycles nutrients where sunlight never reaches. Number 3. Imagine a little fish that glows in specific patterns like a digital sign, then turns the lights off when predators approach. A newly discovered lanternfish was filmed with arrays of tiny photophores that flash in shifting patterns. Researchers think the flashes communicate between individuals or help confuse predators by breaking up the fish's outline. Deep-sea cameras recorded small schools performing synchronized blinking displays, changing rhythm when a predator passed. This complex light choreography suggests that communication in the dark is as subtle and sophisticated as songs in the air. Studying these patterns helps scientists learn how neural control and evolution shape bioluminescent signals in the deep. Number 2. Picture a crustacean with glass-like claws and a face like a carved mask living near hydrothermal vents. In scalding water near vents, biologists photographed a crustacean with unusually large, translucent claws and a face sheltered by a thick carapace. The creature uses its claws to scrape bacteria mats from rock and to defend territory near hot chimneys where food is plentiful. It endures scalding heat and chemical plumes by hosting microbes that neutralize toxins. The footage surprised researchers because such structural specializations usually belong to larger predators. This tiny vent specialist shows how extreme environments drive odd, highly specific body plans that solve bizarre problems. Number 1. Imagine a sponge so advanced it builds towers that fish use like apartment blocks. Deep explorations recorded a large colonial sponge that forms complex three-dimensional pillars up to several meters tall. Fish shelter and breed inside the sponge matrix, creating tiny neighborhoods. The sponge filters nearby water and hosts a micro-community of invertebrates. Scientists described the structure as an engineering marvel because the sponge filters at rates that sustain large biomass in a food-poor realm. The discovery forced researchers to reconsider how much habitat complexity sponges can provide in deep-sea regions and why such architectures are critical for biodiversity on the abyssal plains. Thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments an animal fact that you find interesting. I love to learn new facts. And if you haven't yet, subscribe to explore even more hidden wonders of the animal world.